The Chicago White Sox are cheating, and reliever Ryan Tepera kind of gave it away against his own team. After Sunday night's games, many fans were calling the game rigged because the officiating was pretty darn horrible. And here's what Tepera said in his press conference after the game.
You know, it is what it is. They've obviously had a reputation of, doing some sketchy stuff over there, and a little bit of a difference. I think you saw the swings and misses tonight compared to, the first two games at Minute Maid.
So in Tepera's attempt to allege that the Astros are still cheating, he encourages fans to look at the difference in offense between home and away splits and to look at the cheating history. So I did that, but with the White Sox. The White Sox scored 2 runs in a hitter-friendly ballpark in Minute Maid Park in Game 1, 4 runs in Game 2, and then when they head back home to a not-so-hitter-friendly ballpark, they scored 12 runs. If anyone's sketchy here, Tepera, it's your team. But let's not just stick with 3 games. Let's stick to the whole season. The White Sox were a barely above average team on the road this year with a 101 weighted runs created plus away from home. That puts them at 7th in the league away from home. When they go back home, though, they have a 118 weighted runs created plus, which is 2nd in the league. So if anyone has an unhealthy advantage at home, it's the Chicago Black Sox. Now let's look at the Astros. The Astros have been consistent all season, and especially in this series. They scored 6 runs in Game 1, 9 runs in Game 2, and 6 runs in Game 3. If I just gave you those 3 numbers, you couldn't even tell me which one was at home and which one was not at home. And he does bring up how the Astros whiffed a lot more, so let's look at that for a little bit. The Astros whiffed 22 times in 67 swings in Game 3, and they whiffed 14 times in 64 swings in Game 2. So there is a little bit of a bump in whiff rate. But if you look at this chart right here, look at all these called strikes outside of the plate. They have to kind of try to cover that. It's not their fault they have to cover this. This jump in whiff rate is normal in this case. But let's not leave the Black Sox off the hook just yet. Like Tepera said, you gotta look at the team history. The Astros do have some history in Minute Maid Park, but you know where the Chicago Black Sox have some history? In their money flow. I wonder, how could the umps have been so bad yesterday? Oh, what's that you said? Oh yeah, the Black Sox scandal, money flowing. Where is this money going now? To the umps' pockets? I don't know. According to Ryan Tepera, there's some sketchy stuff going in Chicago. And I think MLB might have to investigate. According to Tepera, not me, Tepera.